They thought you were ordinary, but your name was whispered in the most secret rooms of the White House. Throughout 32 presidents, there was a file passed from hand to hand with your name on it. Before you could even remember who you were, they began to search for your truth. Write 999 in the comments now, because you didn't come to this world just to live. You were chosen. Now those sealed documents are being opened, the curtain is being lifted, and your destiny is taking the stage. There is a truth that no one can hide anymore. Your existence is powerful enough to shake the whole order of things. A creature, driven by a dark history, had moved through life seemingly untouched, leaving a wake of shattered lives. Their arrogance stemmed from repeated victories, convinced their methods were flawless, their control undeniable. But when they decided to target you, they made an irreparable error. What had worked on those before failed miserably in the face of your unique essence. For the first time, they encountered something they couldn't dominate or manipulate. Their overconfidence, once their greatest strength, became the very thing that led to their ruin. What they aimed to destroy instead turned into the catalyst for their undoing. Now, your existence is cloaked in divine protection. You are safeguarded by unseen forces, etched into celestial decrees that preserve you during moments of spiritual conflict. In their quest to bring you down, they triggered sacred defenses, forces that were always watching, ready to protect the bearer of divine purpose. Like a lion stalking its prey, the enemy thought they had the upper hand. They circled, waiting for the moment to strike, believing they held control over the situation. But little did they know, while they were focused on you, something much greater was watching over you. A force far beyond their understanding began to shift. And just like that, the tables turned. The predator, so sure of its power, suddenly found itself in the hunter's position, unable to escape the very traps they thought they'd set for you. As they sought to track your every move, they unknowingly marked themselves as prey. The cosmic forces that had been watching you with divine care and protection shifted their focus, locking in on them. What they intended to be their victory became their undoing. They had been playing a game with the wrong opponent, and now they are the ones being tracked, their every move being watched and countered by forces that have been assigned to your protection since the beginning of time. In their pursuit of vulnerability, they thought they could wear you down, but all they did was expose their own vulnerabilities. The very weaknesses they thought they'd hidden in the shadows are now laid bare for the universe to see. Like a thief whose secrets have been uncovered, they can no longer hide behind their deceptive ways. The powers that be, those divine forces that guide and protect, now turn their attention on those who sought to harm you. With divine intervention, their plans begin to unravel. They made the fatal mistake of targeting a soul chosen by the heavens, one who is never alone, never defenseless. What they didn't realize is that every step they took to destroy you was a step closer to their own destruction. Your light, your authenticity, and your connection to the divine has made them an example to the very forces they thought they controlled. Their spiritual armor, once thought impenetrable, is now cracked, and the cosmic reckoning is inevitable. Just as a thief is caught by the very trap they set for others, they now stand exposed, facing the consequences of their actions. This is a reminder to all of us. When you are chosen, when you are covered by divine protection, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Even the most cunning predator cannot outwit the hand of God that guides you. Trust in that power, for the forces that watch over you will never fail to turn the tide in your favor. The enemy may seek to harm, but they will always find themselves ensnared by the very force they sought to manipulate. Their downfall is not just inevitable, it's already unfolding. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the Super Thank You button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now. Share your blessings to glorify His kingdom. For you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. It's not what you've done that shields you. It's the very essence of who you are. The universe has assigned protectors who recognize your divine signature and respond swiftly to any attack. The moment they dared to conspire against you, your guardians began to unravel their schemes. The one who has been sent to challenge you operates with ruthless precision. Their past is steeped in deception and destruction, with a trail of lives extinguished by their hand. The marks of their previous victims linger in their energy, traces of those they've taken from this world under the guise of coincidence. They thought they had mastered the art of elimination, but their track record has only led them to miscalculation in the face of your resilience. Just like the serpent that slithers through the grass, hidden and unseen, the enemy has honed its ways over time. Through countless attempts, they've sharpened their methods, perfecting the art of silence and subtlety. They've learned how to move in shadows, leaving no mark behind, vanishing without a trace, as if they were never there. But hear this, though they may think they've mastered the craft of deception, they've met their match in you. For you, beloved, are no ordinary vessel. You are covered by divine protection. You have eyes that see beyond the surface, a spirit that discerns even the faintest movements in the unseen realm. While the enemy believes they have slipped through unnoticed, they fail to realize that your awareness is like a bright light shining in the darkest of places. They cannot hide from the one whose spirit is aligned with the divine. No matter how they try to blend in, no matter how they attempt to be invisible, your senses are sharp, tuned to the frequencies that they cannot comprehend. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. They may try to hide their tracks, but your protection is not of this world. It is a shield that cannot be breached, a force that works in ways beyond human understanding. Their tricks and their schemes, they are nothing but smoke and mirrors in the face of your spiritual discernment. You walk in the light, and the darkness cannot comprehend you. The more they try to conceal themselves, the more you can see through their facades. These attacks, these efforts to lead you astray, are not new. They have tried this with others before, and many have fallen. Many have succumbed to their subtle poisons, to their calculated manipulations. But you are different. You carry something they do not, something they cannot touch. You are the chosen one, and no weapon formed against you will ever prosper. The enemy may have perfected their craft over time, but they will fail with you. Where others have fallen, you will stand tall. Where others have been taken out quietly, you will rise up with power. For your spirit has been forged in the fires of divine purpose. You are equipped with everything you need to not only survive, but to thrive. You are a force that cannot be contained. Your awareness is sharper than the sharpest blade. You can see what they hide in the shadows, hear the whispers in the dark. They can no longer move in silence when you are near, for the divine forces that watch over you are greater than any darkness they can try to conjure. Their tricks are old, their methods worn, and their power is fading. You are the one they thought they could manipulate, but what they failed to realize is that you are unshakable, rooted in a foundation that cannot be moved. You are built on a rock that cannot be eroded by their deceit. Their tactics, no matter how refined, will never defeat the power that resides in you. You are covered in divine favor, shielded by the hands of the Almighty. Their efforts, their plans, they will crumble. They may think they are clever, moving in ways that others cannot detect, but they have met their match. For you, chosen one, are a beacon of light in a world of shadows. Your spirit shines brighter than their schemes. You are a vessel of divine wisdom, and your eyes can see beyond the lies they weave. They cannot hide from the truth that resides in you. Wherever they go, whatever they try, it is all in vain. The more they attempt to cover their tracks, the more they reveal themselves. The more they try to deceive, the more you are able to expose their lies. It is only a matter of time before their every action, every plot, is uncovered and laid bare before the cosmic justice that governs the universe. Remember, beloved, that you are not walking this path alone. The same God who parted the seas and calmed the storms is walking with you. He is your guide, your protector, and your shield. His angels are encamped around you, and no harm will come near you. The enemy's arrows may be shot in your direction, but they will not penetrate, for you are covered by divine armor, and nothing can stand against you. As they continue to try to conceal their true intentions, your spirit will continue to rise. You will not be moved, you will not be shaken. For you are the chosen one, and you walk in the divine favor of the Creator. Every step you take is ordered by the Lord, and every attack they launch against you will only serve to elevate you higher. So stand firm, beloved. You are more powerful than any force that seeks to harm you. You are a living testament to the victory that comes through divine protection and spiritual awakening. What the enemy intended for your downfall will only serve to bring you higher, to strengthen your purpose, and to shine a light for others to see. Your time is now, and no weapon formed against you shall ever prosper. This foe walks amongst society's normalcy, wearing a mask of ordinary life, blending in with the crowd while secretly sowing destruction. They don't need elaborate costumes or dramatic displays. They thrive in the unnoticed spaces, operating in the quiet corners where they go undetected. Their hatred for you is not just because of what you possess, but because of the light you radiate. Your existence threatens the illusion they've crafted, exposing the emptiness of their power. You stand as a living testament to what they lack, and your very being stands in defiance of everything they've built. Imagine for a moment that you are a tree deeply rooted in the ground, your roots stretching far beneath the earth, drawing strength and nourishment from the very core of the world. Now picture those who seek to tear you down. They've tried before to uproot others, those who were shallow in their connection to the earth, their roots weak and easily disturbed. They've succeeded in the past because their targets were not firmly grounded. But here you stand, rooted in something much stronger than any they've ever faced. This battle they wage against you is unlike any other they've fought. You are not like their past victims. No, beloved, you are a force in this world that cannot be easily shaken. Your spiritual code, your divine inheritance, is not something they can touch. Your family line carries the wisdom, the strength, and the protection of generations who have stood firm in the face of adversity. You were born to rise above the storms of life. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is grounded in God's divine plan, unshaken by the temporal concerns of the world. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing. Luke 6:38. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now, you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the Super Thank You button and donate $100, this movement will return to you 100-fold in abundance. Where they thought they could sow seeds of discord, they will instead find themselves entangled in the very net they set for you. Just like a fisherman who casts his net into the sea, expecting to catch a simple fish, but instead draws in a mighty whale, they have thrown their snares with no understanding of what they would catch. They think they've identified a weakness in you, but what they failed to see is that you are stronger than they could ever imagine. You are part of a lineage that has been divinely chosen. The spiritual blueprint you carry is designed for greatness. It cannot be compromised, it cannot be broken, and it cannot be altered by anyone who seeks to manipulate it. You were born for this moment, born to rise above the plans of the enemy, born to see their schemes unravel before your eyes. Your connection to the divine is like an unbreakable thread that runs through your very being, a thread that no force in this world can sever. The enemy may have succeeded in times past, but those victories were based on false assumptions, on the illusion of power. When they set their sights on you, they unknowingly brought their own sins into judgment. You see, every action they have taken against you has been recorded in the divine court, and the time of reckoning has come. What they thought they could hide will no longer be concealed. The truth is being revealed. Just as the sun breaks through the darkest night, so too will the truth come to light in their situation. They thought their actions were hidden, their manipulation unseen, but nothing escapes the gaze of the divine. Their sins, their mistakes, their arrogance, all of it is being laid bare for the world to see. What they intended for your destruction will be the very thing that leads to their downfall. Every deceit, every betrayal, every false accusation, each of these is a nail in their own coffin. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. This is not just a battle for your life, beloved. This is a battle for your destiny. And it is a battle that you will win. Their plans are crumbling around them, and they don't even see it. They are like a house built on sand, and the storm is coming to wash it all away. You, however, are like the house built on rock, strong, steady, and unwavering. Remember, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. They can try all they want, but they cannot touch what is divinely protected. The forces assigned to you are greater than any enemy. You are shielded by the power of the Almighty, and no harm will come near you. You are the apple of His eye, and He will fight for you. He has already gone ahead of you, preparing the way and clearing every obstacle in your path. So stand firm, beloved, and know that this battle is not yours to fight alone. You are equipped with the full armor of God. Your divine inheritance is your protection, your weapon, and your victory. No matter what they throw at you, you will rise above it. This is the time for you to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. You were created to overcome. You were created to thrive. You were created to win. So let the enemy come with their schemes, their lies, their deceptions. They have already lost. Their time is up. And the victory, it is already yours. The battle has already been won in the spiritual realm. Now, you are simply walking out the manifestation of that victory in the physical. Keep your eyes on the prize and never lose sight of the truth. You are more than a conqueror. Your victory is assured. As they continue to plot and plan, their efforts will continue to fall short. Every time they make a move, they are only hastening their own defeat. You are a force that they cannot reckon with. Your divine connection to the Creator is a power that will not fail. And now, they will see that the battle was never truly theirs to win. It was always yours. Their corrupting influence has already tainted your family, and you were not the first to fall victim to their schemes. The loss that appeared to be natural was laced with unnatural circumstances, and the subtle signs went unnoticed by all but those with the spiritual eyes to see. Now what they thought was a hidden crime is revealed, and their manipulations will no longer go unnoticed. The wealth they've stolen, the futures they've redirected, and the lives they've ended to secure their gain will all be exposed. The manipulations they've woven into your family's story are being unraveled piece by piece, the lies they've told coming to light in ways they never imagined. They have been playing a dangerous game, hiding behind a mask of grief while calculating their profits from the destruction they've caused. The mask they wear is a thin veil over the sinister designs they've set in motion. But their deception is no longer enough to fool the forces at work in your life. An individual, once a master of deceit, now wears the mask of sorrow, expertly concealing their true intentions behind a facade of mourning. While they receive sympathy with one hand, the other is busy calculating their gains from the tragedy they engineered. They play the role of the grieving loved one, but beneath the surface, their mind is already counting the profits from what they've orchestrated. With eyes fixed on the future, they have now set their sights on you. What seemed like a misfortune to others is merely the next step in their plan. The inheritance that should rightfully be yours now stirs their predatory instincts. The energy awakening within you threatens their dominance over the family narrative, and they won't rest until they claim what's yours. Imagine for a moment that you're a mighty river flowing steadily through life. For years, your path was hidden, winding through mountains and valleys beneath the surface, unseen by many. But now, the waters have risen, and the river of truth is flowing with power, cutting through the rocks and obstacles that once tried to dam your progress. As you awaken, the truth begins to overflow, and no longer can the darkness remain hidden beneath the surface. What they thought was their secret, what they believed they could bury, is now being washed away by the force of the truth that courses through you. These forces that have worked in darkness thought they could repeat their past successes. They believed you were just another chapter in their story of deception, another soul they could manipulate, another victory they could claim. But they were wrong. Oh, they were so wrong. Because you see, what they didn't count on was the power that lies within you. You are not just anyone. You carry the legacy of ancestors who have withstood the test of time, who have walked through fire and emerged purified. Their wisdom, their strength, their protection is woven into the very fabric of your being. Their energy, the energy that they once sought to exploit, is now working on your behalf, shielding you from every attack and dismantling every lie they've ever told. Your connection to the divine is like an unbreakable thread that connects you to generations past, to the very heart of creation itself. And as you awaken to the truth, as you come into alignment with your divine purpose, that thread grows stronger. You are not just living in the present moment, you are walking in the footsteps of those who came before you. Your ancestors, those who fought battles you'll never know, are standing guard over you now. They are your spiritual protectors, your guardians, and they are working in ways you cannot see to ensure that the truth prevails and that every scheme to silence you is exposed. Where they thought they could make you just another pawn in their game, they've only brought themselves into the light. What they intended for you as manipulation has become the very thing that exposes their darkness. As you stand tall, the walls they built to conceal their evil intentions are crumbling, one brick at a time, and they can do nothing to stop it. So, remember this, beloved. They underestimated you. They underestimated the power within you. And most importantly, they underestimated the power of the divine that flows through your veins. The energy that they once thought they could use to manipulate and control is now being used to destroy the very foundation they built. The cosmic court is watching, and the judgment is already in motion. Their time is up. Your time has come. And with the full support of your ancestors, your spiritual protectors, and the divine forces on your side, there is no weapon they can form against you that will ever prosper. You will not be moved. You will not be shaken. The truth will rise, and their secrets will be laid bare for all to see. This is your victory, and the enemy has already lost. Your lineage, once targeted for corruption, now serves as a shield against their poison. The dormant energies of your bloodline are activating, forming a protective force to neutralize the venom they've tried to introduce into your world. Pay close attention to what enters your life, both physically and spiritually, for this is a time of great transformation. Their method is subtle, like a poison hidden in plain sight, slowly infiltrating what you consume. They specialize in delivering harmful substances disguised as innocent offerings, slipping past your defenses under the guise of familiarity. This individual travels great distances, searching for rare ingredients, each one designed to inflict harm in the most covert ways possible. Their pursuit of your downfall has taken them down dark and winding paths, through hidden markets and underground channels where knowledge and materials can be found, undetected by all but the most perceptive. Their dedication to this mission is relentless, even as their efforts continue to fail in the face of your divine protection. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. You can contribute to His plan and be a part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will return to you exponentially, far beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessing is on your every step and every donation. You become part of His divine plan. You are a strong, radiant being, unshakable as His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles, feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul, and illuminate the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed, and let the light of the Lord guide your path. Now, a message interrupts the broadcast of your life, a call to arms from those who have long fought in the shadows. They are no longer playing by the rules of silence. As the founders of the Obsidian Inner Order and the Astral Atom Network, they stand firm in the fight for what is right. They have waged this battle on behalf of the chosen ones, and now it's time for you to join the ranks. By joining the fight, you gain access to knowledge they never wanted you to have, tools to defend yourself in the psychic and spiritual realms, self-defense techniques that reach beyond the physical, intel about those who seek to harm you, and strategies they've gone to great lengths to conceal from the world. Every week, in secrecy, the chosen ones gather to share insights, strengthen bonds, and prepare for the next move in this spiritual war. It's a community where nothing is watered down, where the truth is shared without filters, and power is built through genuine connections. This is your chance to not only survive, but to thrive. Every gift that comes into your life must now be viewed with caution. An object wrapped in love may carry more than just physical presence. It could harbor hidden purposes. The generosity they offer might contain energetic programming that breaches your defenses when you least expect it. When gifts are given with such fervor, their true intent becomes clear. What seemed like a thoughtful gesture may actually be a Trojan horse, designed to infiltrate your inner circle when you are most vulnerable. This is the type of tactic they've used before, leaving behind a trail of incidents left unexamined, a pattern of subtle manipulation woven through seemingly innocent moments. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. Their arsenal isn't limited to physical attacks. Their methods also include energetic manipulation, twisting the unseen forces around you to create chaos. They know which substances weaken your defenses and which emotional states can be exploited to create cracks in your armor. But no matter how clever their strategies, they cannot break through the defenses that have already been set in place for you. The attempt to disrupt your balance has already triggered a response from your divine protectors. These subtle attacks may have reached your awareness, but they have failed to breach your spiritual barriers. The empty chair that once symbolized their intended return is now a symbol of their defeat. Their plans have already been dismantled, and their weapons have lost their power.